calls for 3 chickens, about 5 pounds of beef. One of those pounds of beef is what they call meat dust or bone dust. It's what you get at the bottom of the bandsaw when you're cutting up big pieces of meat. So half bone meal, half hamburger.
So the chickens run around out there and he doesn't want to bother with them because it's too much trouble?
He catches one once in a while just because.
Really?
You know, he's a cat.
Yeah,
Like your cat's home, even though he's well fed, once in a while he just catches a chicken.
yeah.
Something to do. He usually doesn't eat those because they're,
Yeah.
well, for one thing, I mean, these show up cleaned and plucked
Yeah,
and
the
gutted.
feathers and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just a hassle. They're tough. You know, they're kind of rangy. But if he catches a peacock or a peahen, that's a meal. He'll hang on to that. He parades it up and down the fence, showing it off to everybody. And
So
then,
do they like fly in there on their own?
Yeah.
Unsuspectingly?
that's why they call them bird brains.
They're not protected species.
Oh, well, that's anything goes in there is fair game. What's that?
You said he has 3 chickens. About what weight are they?
The total weight comes out about 15 to 20 pounds, somewhere in there. Now, if he was out in the wild and made a kill, he'd gorge himself on 2-3 times that at least.
But he wouldn't eat for another week and a half.
Well, he might not eat for 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
It just depends, and he may, it depends on what he's caught the day before as to how much he
Yeah.
eats. Here, we try to make sure he has enough to keep him satisfied for 23 and a half hours. So that when I come up here 24 hours, or whoever is feeding, when we open the door, he'll come inside. I can usually get him to come in even if he's caught something and he's not interested in eating. He'll usually come when I call him.
Just for the heck of it.
No guarantees. He's a cat. But he and I get along pretty well.
No, he was a part of.
Yeah. Well, he'll stay in here after this. We keep him inside at night just because it's safer for him and security guards prefer it. If you're walking around here at night with nothing but a flashlight and you hear the bushes moving, you want to know the tiger's right there locked. If he's out there, he's hard to find.
Yeah.
If he's in here, the guys, midnight when they change shifts, they're supposed to make eye contact with each animal. They, if they came in here and looked and there was blood on the floor or he was throwing up, then they'd call one of us. But it's just if there was a windstorm or lightning strikes,